The sound of one hand clapping, a life-changing motivational story. In a small village nestled between towering mountains, there was a well-respected monk named Shinji. His wisdom was renowned, and many people traveled from distant places to hear his teachings. Shinji lived a life of simplicity and deep meditation, never seeking fame or fortune. He found peace in the quiet moments, knowing that true happiness often resided in what was unspoken. One day, a young man named Riku came to the monastery. He had heard of the great monk's wisdom and hoped to find answers to the overwhelming questions that clouded in his mind. Riku was struggling. He was caught between pursuing his dreams and trying to live a life of contentment. His heart was restless. He sought something deeper, a sense of purpose that could calm the constant noise in his mind. Riku approached Shinji and, after a long bow, asked, "Master Shinji, I have come seeking wisdom. I'm lost in my thoughts. I'm constantly thinking of the future, of my ambitions, and I feel like I'm missing something. What should I do?" The old monk smiled gently but said nothing. Instead, he raised his hand and brought it down with a soft clap. The sound echoed briefly through the peaceful air. Shinji then looked at Riku and asked, "What did you hear?" Riku, a little confused, replied, "I heard the sound of your clap, master." Shinji nodded and said, "Now listen closely." He raised his hand again and, this time, brought it down slowly and quietly, without making a sound. Riku's eyes widened. "Master, I heard nothing. There was no clap." Shinji looked deeply into Riku's eyes and said, "That is the answer to your question. What you hear or don't hear depends not on the world around you, but on the noise inside you. The sound of one hand clapping is not in the clap itself, but in the silence that surrounds it." Riku sat in silence, the monk's words settling in his heart. Shinji continued, "You are so focused on your ambitions, on the future, that you have filled your life with noise. You can't hear the stillness because you are so constantly waiting for something to happen, for the clap of success, happiness, or fulfillment. But true peace comes when you learn to embrace the silence, when you listen to the space between the sounds." For the rest of the day, Riku sat quietly, meditating on the monk's words. As he did, he began to realize that he had been so consumed by the pursuit of success and external validation that he had forgotten to listen to the quiet moments in life. The stillness, he realized, was not empty, but full of meaning. The following morning, Riku made a vow to himself. He would stop chasing the noise of the world, the constant clapping of goals, achievements, and desires. Instead, he would embrace the quiet. He would find joy in the present moment, appreciating the silence that lay between his actions, and he would listen to the sound of his own inner peace. From that day forward, Riku lived with a renewed sense of calm. He found that when he stopped searching for external validation, he was finally able to listen to the quiet wisdom that had always been within him.